Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris Under the Admin Cap. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 10. It's the year 2429. Oh hey, look at that. If I sound a little shocked, it's because I just loaded up the game to start this episode and my mods weren't working because they were all saying apparently many of the graphical mods have already been updated for 2.6 burn, and it said this mod needs 2.6, and I'm like, great, okay, well I guess I'll just have to play without him. And then I logged in and now the tiny outliner is working again. This is 2.5.1. So great. It's the year 2429. It's the war in heaven. See it right here. We have chosen the side of the math and regulators because the other guys are religious zealots who didn't like us, and we're just going to try to hold down our little section of the galaxy. What we're really interested in is getting to the end and being in a victory position. Right now we're in 5th, so I'm hoping that through sheer economic and research power we'll be able to make our way up here. Hopefully in another 50 years here, one of these giant fallen empires, awakened empires, will destroy the other, and then we can crush the last one, and then maybe we can win this thing. So Neptune habitat is complete. This one right here, we're going to colonize that real fast. Not with those guys. Not with them, but with ours. Our people. And this becomes Hab C. So that gives us a 3rd habitat. And then, let's see, where are we on the admin cap? So we're at 184 of 200. Technology. Currently, starbase capacity is what we're researching. We're researching the Dyson Sphere. The Ringworld's almost done. These guys are going to be great. We're going to be able to build 3 megastructures all at the same time. We're going to need a lot of alloys to do it, but we're going to be able to do it. So that's going to be kind of awesome. And that'll help our empire reach that top spot for the win in
Research actualized.
2500. So there's the Ringworld. It's unlocked. That's great. We're into all the repeatables for the... I'm going to just get rid of the L-gate because it's only going to take 7 months. But now we need a Ringworld Site, and we need to send this guy to build one. So let's see, there's a single star over here. So we could say build megastructure, build Ringworld Site. He's going to go do that. It costs us 300 influence. Hopefully, by the time we finish researching the Dyson Sphere, we'll have enough influence to do another one. Also, let's see. We should have 2 construction ships. We only have the 1. We need to build a couple more. We need to build a couple more construction ships, or at least 1 more. We need to get the matter decompressor being built over here, which is the more important thing, actually, than the Ringworld. The matter decompressor is going to give us minerals where, as a species here, we're basically tapped out. So if we want more minerals, we're going to have to buy them, which means we'd have to start selling alloys. I don't really want to do that. I want to keep my alloy flow moving upwards. We have 3 big fleets now. They're all 180. They're all 73k. They can all use a little tiny upgrade. So if the upgrades aren't major, I'm not going to send them back. I'm not even sure what they'd be upgrading there. Those are small. And so as we established last episode, we can't engage in diplomacy with any of these guys because there's a bug in the game that causes it to crash. It seems like a bug that was released. It seems to me that the timing coincides with the release of the Vern update. I don't know why the Vern update would cause 2.5 and 2.51 to have that sort of a bug, but that's what we have right now. Really, I'm just wanting to get through this play now.
Colonial Enterprise upsizing.
And finish it so that I can start with 2.6. Unfortunately, 2.6 is buggy right now. There are bugs. People are reporting bugs. So those are not good. What's going on here? Oh, they're taking... Oh, I see. They're taking over... Our allies here, the Wasari Mandate, are taking over the space and crushing the democratic post-jock systems. Our policies, our edicts just came off, so we need to make sure that we always have these on. Thankfully, they use secondary resources and not influence. Farming subsidies. See, I'm not going to spend the 200 on that because I need the points here for this. Build mega structure. Where is it? Strategic coordinate. Matter decompressor. Cannot build due to existing orbital station, so I'm going to have this guy move over here anyways, and then what we go do is go to the research station, destroy it, agree to it, go back to our constructor, and we say build mega structure, matter decompressor. That's the big deal. That's going to give us a ton of minerals once it's fully upgraded. And then the last site is always a Dyson Sphere, which will give us a ton of energy credits. So with a Dyson Sphere and a matter decompressor in a Ringworld, you can turn a very small empire like this into a very big and powerful one. I'm going to spend a little time trying to research to get us our next big upgrade, because our empire sprawl is very quickly growing. You can see what's causing it. Districts cause the greatest sprawl. And since our allies up here grabbed these systems, even though I didn't really want them to, beating back this empire apparently gives us these. So,
upscaling complete.
which is weird because the Democratic pose jock people, although they're on this other side,
Research
okay,
actualized.
they're attackers. So, board is kind of. We have one more faction than the other ones. It's a big deal right now. This thing. Administration capacity, we'll just keep grabbing those every time they pop up so we can stay under it. Alright, that science ship, let's see, do we have any other station that's really doing research? We just have the two, don't we? We have Earth and we have Ilion Prime. Okay. In that case, that science ship can't really do us a lot of good. I don't think it can assist the science nexus at all. Nope. Just fly over there.
Is where you find it.
I can tell it to assist research on the hab, but there's no research going on in the hab. At any rate, this gives us another habitat, refinery station. We do the same thing. 5 of those, 1 city district, a bunch of refineries, and one upgraded stronghold, and you'll get a pretty good mix here. You get enough. What I'm trying to do always is get the housing and the jobs to match up. Slave was sold. Let's take a look at what we're low on. We're low on Voltamotes, so we're going to do that. So by the end, you'll end up with all your jobs occupied, all the housing used. And this ends up being a pretty even way to do it as far as numbers go. I hate it when I have a whole bunch of available jobs on one of these habitats and no housing for it, or too much housing. The alien studies. Oh gosh, the alien thing is right there. Too bad we should just put a bunch of research on that and take advantage of that, but I don't feel like min-maxing that hardcore today. Put some other people in one of these other habitats here. Got a bunch of different species with us. Alien megastructure was built by the Wasari Mandate. We have a bunch of species for refugees, and so I'm constantly trying to splice them, I guess. Gene splice them, whatever you want to call it, to make them favor our environment so that they're more useful. And that's the other thing, like Hab C. You want to make sure that you're growing your population every time you grab something new. Grab our people, please, on the Habs. Don't grow those other people. Don't grow them. So everywhere I go, I check to make sure. not been doing a very good job of it, obviously, because I had to change some of those. But I want to make sure that I'm always growing my population because they're the best for
Upscaling complete.
my planets. This just keeps getting more and more spread out. We could send our big, huge fleet up here to help conquer all this, but I don't really want to because I want to stay under the admin cap. That's the whole point of this playthrough. This is going to change significantly, of course, with 2.6 Vern update. They actually have buildings now that create jobs that allow you to up your admin cap, and somebody already posted one of their screenshots on a Facebook forum I'm a part of, and they had a wide empire with about 5,000 empire sprawl, and their admin cap was about 6,000 thanks to all those buildings and jobs they built. So this style of play here is not really going to be useful anymore. Unless you want to just put your game on the 2.5 update and play it that way, but of course I would hedge my bets from that until they fix this bug. I'd really like to know if anybody else has this bug. In fact, if you're playing after Vern was updated, if you roll your game back to 2.5.1 Shelly and start a game, I'd really love to know if anybody has a problem clicking this button and causing the game to crash, because it sure does for me, and it's not pleasant. We're losing food, and I'm not sure we have food anywhere else. What's this cost upgrade? Manager jobs. Okay. Right now what I want is just, let's see. That causes gas, and they have a little crime, so we'll do that. That'll help. The Ecumenopolis always ends up with so many people on it that you do have to have excuse me, a precinct house upgraded. Alright, so we've maxed out alloys. Well, that's alright. Ringworld construction, yay! So it started, and that means all these alloys we just banked up. We can go in here and Ringworld frames. So we can use some of those. End of the Sithoid sequence. They were a machine uprising. So yay for them. I'm going to keep tearing those off the board. So they were a machine uprising over here, Sithoid sequence. And now they've been crushed. So good for them. The board is just red, red, red. It's the war in heaven. So
Starbase under assault.
Where? 39 of them from there. Okay. Well, that's fine. You guys can come down here and attack me there, and we'll see how that works. Track that. Right there in that system. We could go get some research if we wanted
Starbase
to.
under assault. Upscaling complete.
He's assisting on the hab, and there's no research on the hab, so I'm actually going to send him back to here. That way he can go get this stuff if we want to go up here and crush these guys. We're getting into negative numbers everywhere. And we can fix some of that by doing this. You know, you can go in here and say, okay, fine, sell some of these. These are worth a lot of money. Selling 10 of those was worth about 100 credits, and we can very easily use that to
research actualized,
to buy some other things. Change this. Research actualized. Weapon attack speed, weapon attack damage. So this is fine because it moves us back to where we were, and we lose those two, and our Empire Sprawl shrinks, which is actually kind of where we want it. So, but we will need to buy monthly minerals now because we're under until we can get the matter decompressor done. This governing ethics attraction, probably a good idea since we're getting so many refugees.
Research actualized.
Alright, back to armor hit points. Sweet. Keep resettling pops to places where we have tons of open jobs now, which is great. Tons of open jobs. And Master's Teaching just came off for edicts. So, what are we at? We're at 286. I don't want to turn that back on because I'm going to need 300 to start a Dyson Sphere, which we can start at any time as soon as I get another. Matter Decompressor Site is ready to go. Great, start that one. On Sol, we're going to give ourselves another construction ship. Actually, we might not need that. But once the construction ship is done building, stop building the ship. It's going to build it anyways, isn't it? That's really bizarre. Okay, this guy's done.
Upscaling complete.
We can build a Dyson Sphere anywhere we want to.
Upscaling complete.
Can't build it around a trinary star, though. You can't build it around a system that already has habitable planets in it, I think. So let's see about this. Dyson Sphere. Cannot build to the existing orbital station. Oh yeah, where's the edict? No, we can't get the third one started. That's right. There's this Architectural Renaissance Megastructure Build Capacity +1. When we can get that, that allows us to build 3 at a time. But we can't get it right now because we're not done with Harmony. So when we're done with Harmony and Focus, we can build it there. So we'll move that guy. So we're going to have to wait on the Dyson Sphere, but that's okay. We're building a Ringworld. Building matter. The matter decompressor is the most important thing, actually. And that's why you go to great pains to have those black holes. So you can build those things. Alright, keep resettling pops to places with lots of jobs. More refugees arriving, not arising. How come? What are we running into here? What is this? That is up there in that system, which I don't really care about. I might send one of my fleets over there to play for a little while. What do we have here? Yes, Ravenar. Yes, Ravenar. Let's take a look at the Yes, Ravenar, because we've got a few of them. Yes, Ravenar. We have a bunch of these. We want to apply that template to everybody else in the Empire. That's, since it only takes 2 months, it's great. We got plenty of planets with jobs, so there's no reason for anybody to really be out of work at all.
Next generation species updates deployed.
We love hearing that. And we can continue to look at that and see if there's any other... When the numbers start to get big, when I start to end up with about 10 of a population that aren't converted over, then it's time to convert them. Like, there's only 3 here, and we have 4 we've already converted. That's not a big deal. That's us, the Super Stark Enterprises. We just converted these guys. The Wasari Prime Combat... what do they call them? The Wasari Mandate. They've been the biggest refugee influx for a long time. And then these guys, the Yezramen or whatever they're called, they've been the second biggest group. These guys are all here. There's 4 of them. Simply want to go in here and take this, create a template, change that to that. Change all those guys. That'll only take 2 months. That's fine. It's over in the blink of an eye. What are these guys? What are you bozos doing? Oh, you're flying off to there. Well, when the research completes and we get to 215 admin capacity, we might go in here and play for a little bit.
Next generation species updates
Crush
deployed.
some of their... See what their ships look like. They're a mix. They've got armor. They've got plating. So their hull hit points are a lot. So we want to be able to do massive damage to hulls. They have some shields. They got a lot of punch throughs. That's on their cruisers. Their destroyers mostly armor and hull damage. They're not really set up for shield destruction, are they? Nope, they're not. They're a blend, but they're not set up for shields. So if we wanted to focus on shields, by sheer size, we should be able to crush them, though. What's in this system? 1.3K. And one of our Kelazon slaves was sold on the slave market. Slave was sold. We shouldn't have any slaves. Slavery is prohibited here. Error. Okay, so I have an error on there. It's another bug. At least it didn't cause the application to crash. That's kind of nice.
Research actualized.
I'd really like to get to the end of this game and win. I'd really like to be able to win. It was probably, well, not probably, it was unwise of me to start another playthrough in the middle of them releasing the Vern update. But I didn't want to start playing Vern right away because I knew there were going to be issues. I'm not one of those people who likes to take a brand new DLC and start playing it right away. I don't. I'm just, as a software developer myself, I know how difficult it is to make software that's not buggy. You know, bugs are just part of life. Software is complex. Bugs are going to happen, and I feel it's so much better to give the developers a couple of weeks to iron out the bugs, because there's no matter how great your QA department is, there's no substitute for allowing thousands and thousands of users to hammer away at your game. They're going to be running on hardware configurations that you don't have in your QA department because you only have a few PCs or a few dozen PCs. They're going to be trying things out that you didn't even think of doing. They're going to be finding exploits that you didn't find, but mostly they're just going to be finding bugs that you didn't find. And a game like Stellaris, it's so big and so complex and so comprehensive. There's a ton to this game, so I always feel like it's better when a new DLC comes out to give the devs 2 weeks to a month to iron it out and make it playable, to make it really playable. And I understand the argument that people have when they say, I don't want to pay to be a beta tester. That's not why I don't buy the DLCs right away. I think gamers have unrealistic expectations of software because they don't write software. They're not developers. They're not computer programmers. And so they don't really actually understand how hard it is. Or they see a friend of theirs who makes a simple game on their phone or something, and they think, oh yeah, all games are like that. These games here are wildly complex. And they're doing very complex things behind the scenes to try and give you guys a really amazing gaming experience. And gamers are kind of unforgiving. And it's one of those things where they just don't have the knowledge, and so their unforgiving nature is really comes from a point of ignorance. And I just think I think the whole gaming environment could be a lot better for devs and customers if everybody would show a little bit more empathy and a little bit more understanding and realize, yeah, I actually probably don't understand what you guys do for the 10 months that you're spending, or the year and a half that you're spending making this DLC. You know, this takes dozens, if not hundreds, of people to do these things, to make these games. It's complicated, and I think people should cut them a little bit more slack. So I just think it's a really good idea. New DLC come out, give them 2 weeks, give them 4 weeks, let them smooth out the rough edges before installing it myself. And I'm always happy to buy DLCs at full price, and I'm always happy to support developers of games, of companies that make games that I like to play. So I always buy stuff. Sometimes I wait for things to go on sale. I waited for Stellaris, the base game, to go on sale because I wasn't sure if I wanted to play it or not. So I waited for a Steam summer sale, bought it, installed it. Still didn't even touch it for maybe a year after I bought it because I was just busy playing other things. But then one day I was like, Galactic Civilizations 3 took a dump with the DLC that they released, made that game unfun to play for a while, and I thought, oh gosh, I need a 4X fix. So I thought I'd try Stellaris, and it did seem very daunting at the beginning, but as time rolled by, I wrapped my head around it, and felt like I was able to make
Research
some sense
actualized.
out of it. And felt like that I could make enough sense out of it that I should probably try and help other people make sense out of it. And that's hence the tutorial videos and stuff. Because I enjoy this game a lot, and I want other people to enjoy it too. So that's the long-winded story there about why sometimes I buy things on sale. Steam summer sales are great. I mean, we all know that. We all love them. They're fabulous. Or not just the summer sale, but any sale really is fantastic. But when it comes to new DLC and stuff like that, my basic philosophy is, yeah, I'll pay the full price for it and I'll be happy to do it. But I'm going to wait because
Research
I want to
actualized.
see the bugs get squashed first. So it always kind of blows my mind when people are so hot to trot for the latest and greatest update. When they're looking at it, I guess it kind of cracks me up when the DLC is about to come out, and it's a month away or two from launching, and people are losing their minds. So I can't wait for it anymore. It needs to come out right now. Like, first of all, do you understand what it's going to play like in the first couple of weeks? Yeah, you might get lucky and not have any problems, but what's the big hurry? You're still going to get to play it, and if you wait a couple of weeks, it might be even more awesome of an experience. So anyway, that's all just me flapping my opinions while I'm playing this game here. Let's see, so we have 215 admin capacity now. I feel like it might be fun to go crush some of these guys. Let's go see what happens if we go out here. It's going to take them a little time. Go up there, crush them.
Competitors engaged.
Competitors engaged. So this will give us a chance to spend some of our alloys on ship repairs and things of that nature. Should be kind of funny. Let's see how this worked out. Admiral gained a trade. Gotta like that. Let's see what the stats look like. We lost a destroyer, 2 corvettes, and 1 cruiser. Wish you could hover over this or have it break down and tell you which ones it lost without me having to go look, but damage to the hull. Neutron launchers at the top of the list. Not surprised, are we? It's the flat cannons. 100% efficient, did 336% damage. Guardian point defense. Damage to armor. Yeah, Tachyon lance. Ooh. Crushing neutron lancers. Damage to shields. The kinetic artillery. Point defense targets killed 13. Killed 13 strike craft. I like seeing that. Hit ratio. Kinetic energy. Evaded by enemy. 22%. Missed 14. Evasion. Corvette. Evaded at 34% and 40%. That's weird because that seems way lower than what their numbers should have been. But anyway. We're here. So we lost a couple of ships. I might not care about that too much. We might want to do... Let's go like this. Let's do that. Let's go around the block. We're capping out there. I'm going to do this. Wait a minute. I don't even need to
Competitive
do that.
station engaged.
Just leave it like that. We're going to what? Not sell as much food anymore. We're running short on consumer goods. We don't need to sell those anymore. Oh, that's fun. Taking that over. What's this? Cola door? Downgraded. Haha, if nothing else, I'm going to squash their extra stuff there that we don't need. What are they? How many fleets they got coming over here? You guys just, yeah. Let's go in there and crush all that. This might be fun to crush all this for a little bit and then come back and like choke point there instead. Sol has this ship here, this fleet here,
Ships upscaled.
I'm gonna get a small upgrade, and then what I'm gonna do is ship fire rate and sublight speed. Yes, we'll take you. I'm gonna bring you over here. I'm gonna send 2 ships up in here to just start kind of rushing them. You following those guys? Good, go get them. I'm going to sell a little bit of these. 2,500, that's a lot of money. We have some debris track on the map. Great. Got this ship right here. Say, go do that. Research that. So you guys can take this over, and that'd make me totally happy. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about owning any of that. Go back to Eye of Hawking and upgrade my fleet.
Ships upscaled.
Okay, go back to Eye of Hawking and reinforce the fleet.
Research actualized.
What we missed? Food from jobs, naval capacity, vault of acquisitions. We'll get that off the board. That doesn't need to be there. More refugees arrive. Colony gained. Oh, geez. Well, that pushes us over the limit, doesn't it? I didn't really want that colony, but what the heck? That's funny. We control the system, so we get the colony. Well, let's take a look at it. It's a big, huge, man, it's really going to put us in the hole for minerals, because look at all this being used. They have a bunch of research there. Fountain of Youth. Wow. The Board of Science Nexus are thrilled to announce that they have been given a unique opportunity to recruit widely acclaimed researcher Dr. Zajor, a prominent name within the field of life extension. Prioritize. Recruit Dr. Zajor for 1,000 credits. Okay, that's fine. What do we want to do with this planet? Let's turn it into a generator world. A little concerned about the way that it's split up between research and consumer goods. I don't like that, but... A quest from the true Kopijaxi Horde. The true Kopijaxi Horde claims to have uncovered intel suggesting that we are building a secret launch platform for weapons. Deny on the request. They can't. We don't care about them. We don't care about them. Kopijaxi successor Khanate. The true Kopijaxi Horde. Actually, they're our allies. We probably should have allowed that, but... We're not building some massive weapons research thing. This downgrade is putting us over our admin cap.
Detritus analyzed.
Okay, Suspicious Minds. Dr. Zajor and his team demonstrated the results from their research earlier this week. The serum, when applied to the skin, causes unprecedented cell regeneration, supposedly thanks to the miracle ingredient essence of Falnic colony, named after its mysterious origin. Sadly, there have been complaints from a few individuals regarding the additional funding Zajor received. Dr. Groik has even gone so far as to accuse Zajor of being a fraud. Now she requests permission as well as an additional budget of 500 credits to launch a secret investigation. If Zajor finds out, he might take offense and leave. Oh, investigate to be on the safe side. I have no idea what's going to happen with this. Don't know. Don't know. I know that I have to buy minerals though, and I'm not happy about that. I could sell fewer, excuse me, jeez. Sell fewer of those. That's funny. So there's a bunch of trade there that we could gather, but I'm not worried about it. I don't actually even care about having that empire. What did we lose here? We lost the education campaign and the recycling campaign. Okay. Essence of Pilgrim. Dr. Groik's investigation into Zajor's research has yielded some interesting results. Not only has Dr. Zajor greatly exaggerated the effects of the serum, he has neglected to mention that they are only temporary. Side effects, however, when overused, can be quite permanent. The essence itself has been extracted from a gland found in a species native to the Pilgrim system, none other than the Pausjok of the democratic Pausjok systems, who are our enemies, by the way. Jajor has held several Pausjokians in cryostasis for months to secure the necessary supply of essence. It's likely that our diplomatic ties with their empire would suffer if they were to discover the truth. Well, they're already enemies with us. Okay, since Grauk and the market... Okay, silence Grauk and market the product as an anti-aging cream? No. Terminate the project and apprehend Zajor. No one can know. Sounds like the appropriate response to me, does it not? Fountain of Youth. Regrettably, the mysterious Dr. Zajor has slipped through our clutches, leaving his staff and test subjects behind. The Pausjokans have been awoken and thankfully have no recollection of what they've been through. As for Zajor, he is probably already on his way to some distant system under a different name, plotting his next con. With a little luck, the next time he slips up, we'll be there to catch him. His disgraced staff seem to have been a blindside, as they were by his charm, and many have offered to join the Science Nexus permanently to make up for their mistakes. They are welcome to join us. Yes. Very well. The Pausjok, the Democratic Pausjok systems. I pretty much just want to put like an end to those guys, so I just want to crush them. Crush them to goo. Alright, go destroy that. There's people over there. We got enemy ships. Did you finish your research? Good. Fly this way. Told you to fly this way. And I have lots of unemployed pops. So let's do something about that. Let's check something else out here. Species. Set default rights, living conditions. We can take a bunch of our people and turn them into utopian abundance so we can have additional research. This really drains on our resources though, and we don't really have the resources to do it. So I'm going to wait until we have a matter decompressor up and running before, and it's 109 days, that's nice, before I do that. Because we're going to have to spend money on consumer goods and things of that nature. So let's swap some people around. 4 jobs. See, orbital habitat has some jobs. Beta Cali has some jobs. That's our EQ Monopolis. Sirius. Can also send some people to Hab A, which has additional jobs open. So if we do that, then we can go to Hab A, B, and C, and we can say, what do we need? We need exotic gases and motes. So let's go. Exotic gases for you. Let's go an exotic gas and maybe 2 motes. Oh no, we still need to make the numbers right, we need a stronghold on there. And Hab C. Okay, so one of each. Crystals, stronghold, exotic gases, and motes. Alright. There we go. Let's do that. We're not quite under the admin cap. We're going to see if we can get Vault of Acquisitions, maybe when it's done in 4 months. Okay, you went up there. Good job. Go there, and then there. We're gonna snuff these guys out. Snuff them out. The matter decompressor anchor. Perfect. Okay. Let's go back to it. Now we need to do the next one. It's making 600, so you can see. The first part of it is done, and it's providing 600 minerals. Boom. Just like that. That is awesome.
Research actualized.
Okay. Vault of Acquisitions, we go back to administrative capacity. Now we can go up here and say, stop buying minerals. And we can do things like stop selling food, and maybe... Wow, that's nice. I love matter decompressors. That's just gorgeous. Okay, you can go over here, dude. Ascensions end near an L gate. Well, we would actually like to capture that. That'd be pretty cool. I'm continuing to bump our admin capacity by going after these guys, but I just feel like it's kind of a smart move to go try and crush them.
Upscaling complete.
That is just awesome, matter decompressor. So over here on this planet, these guys have tons well, they got some things wrong here. So replace these with cities, so they have more room to roam there. And then let's figure out what we really want to do with this planet. It's producing 16 total artisan jobs. It's producing 77 total, and then it's consuming most of it. So maybe the smart thing to do is just turn this planet into a big old civilian industries, because I don't like to mix and match like this. So we'll do that.
Research actualized.
Civilian industries, civilian industries. This is advanced research complex. No. Do that. Take the research institute and replace that with something else. Maybe not commercial zones, but maybe we could go get trade from here. We'll see. Energy weapon attack speed, yes. Okay, you've done good with that. Now go. What do we have? Oh, up there. Okay. You go back here. Ringworld frame completed. Gotta love it. We complete the first habitat for the Ringworld now.
Research actualized.
And there's this. Pop amenity usage reduced by 10%. That'll be great, especially since we're growing. Armor and kinetic weapon damage and minerals from jobs. Not gonna hit that right now. Gonna keep going for armor. This is Ilion Prime, our research planet. Let's pump up the jam on this. Probably don't need these anymore. Making robots. We're getting enough refugees. We don't really need the robots. Pumping out so many people anymore. About you. Can you go up here? Yes. So go there, there, there. Just kind of go do your job. Alright, my bud. Go do it.
Upscaling complete.
See some kind of error here. There we go. Lost my stuff. Oh yeah, so turn those edicts back on. Okay, and colony gained. We've gained administrative control of Turkab colony. So where is Turkab? Over here, I presume. Okay, the Turkab colony. Huh? And it is massive consumer goods as well, with a little bit of research, which is really stupid. So, and we gained control of another colony. So now we're just gonna like bludgeon way over. The Pau Jokens awaken psionic abilities. It may be too late for them. So this is Adar. What happens if I change the name to that? Nope. So if I change this to, I don't like it when these are not named the same as the system. Adar colony, and it actually shouldn't be called Adar colony. Just call it Adar. There we go. Okay, so Adar has all this stuff on it. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna replace that with a mineral purification plant. We're gonna replace this with an energy grid. We're gonna turn this into a generator world. And we're gonna replace these with mining districts. And then we're going to replace this with luxury housing. And we'll see how this planet looks a little later. So now we're crushing it. We're at 290. Not going to be able to keep up, especially if we keep expanding like this. But defeating these guys might be pretty good thing to do, so. I don't like what this does to it. You can see the research technology costs 34.6%. So that's not good. Now the other thing we can do is we can give planets away, but if we had access to diplomacy, but that causes a bug crash, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to go over and we're going to see if we can catch up. I've ended games with as much as 500 administration capacity, but we're slowing our own tech down by doing this. So what I'm going to do is withdraw him back to home and not care about the rest of this. So this is Zelmadak Newbertag.
Upscaling complete.
This is going to be Zelmadak. And it was also just a ton of consumer goods. So, alright. Oh. This is not great either. This might be a fun one to change over to research. Land appropriation. Interesting. Well, I might switch this one over to research. Let's do something like this. Mineral purification plants. Galactic stock exchange. That'll be useful. Let's make this a mining world. Let's change a lot of this over to just research and see what happens. How's our war in heaven doing? We're at... Oh, we're winning. Cool. Well, probably because of the moves we've been making. It's tempting to go up here and just want to crush these guys, but... They lost one ship that whole time? No. Reinforce. It's pretty awesome. Alright, Hab A is down to this.
Upscaling
A
complete.
little short of people. A little short of housing, but I'm not concerned about that. You always end up a little bit short of housing. This provides 2 more housing and 2 more jobs, so do that. This provides 2 more housing and 2 more jobs. Order restored in the Tygrab colony. So let's move some people around. Let's see, where do we have jobs? Hab C has a few jobs. Why so serious? Okay. Alpha Centauri. Oh, let's do that. And what else has jobs? Oh, the Tycab colony. Yeah, you guys are just gonna have to suffer because you're new. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Saw one of those new planets. This one, Zelmadak, had space. So let's move some of those other ones off. Okay. Zelmadak. So what kind of planet is this? It's a savannah world. Oh. We're gonna hang on to it. We're gonna have to make some changes.
Upscaling complete.
And our technology has slowed down from grabbing that stuff. I probably shouldn't have done that, but oh well. I wish, if I could, I would just grant this all to somebody else, like the Kel Azan Republic or whatever, but, you know. How does that affect us for victory conditions? Moves us up to 4th at the end of this episode. Alright, what do we have? Translating the explorer's text. Probe the void. Let's do some other. The worm in waiting signals something has reached out to us, yes. Really, what I care about is these. That and the Ringworld, and then we can get the Dyson Sphere going.
Special project actualized.
Special project failed. Sadly, our linguists have been unable to understand the entity of the alien language used in the old documents found on the EM7. However, they managed to translate the essentials, which has given us a glimpse into the culture they originated from. So, I've never seen that failed before. That's kind of interesting. The L cluster. Habitable World Survey. Wow. Still have that? And the Fellowship, what's this? Destroyed Cultist Shipyard. Where is that at?
Complete.
It's way over there. What do I need over there?
Upscaling complete.
Can I send a fleet over there to take care of that, or do I need a science ship? Nope, it looks like I need something else. Will a fleet too?
Upscaling complete.
Let's go see if we can take care of those guys. Might as well. Right? I think it also may be time to change our set default rights. Okay, hold on. We got these guys. Jeez. I got a bunch of them. Apply that template to all your people. How long is that going to take?
Situation
3
log
months.
revised.
Great.
Special project actualized.
Calling the void. A vast signal amplifier has sent a blast of energy through the portal at Alpha Centauri. The effect was immediate. The pressure on the far side of the portal is noticeably stronger, and with it comes increased flow of dark matter. It will produce additional dark matter. That's interesting. We're really taking it on the chin with food. Let's look at these frontier sectors then and see which one of these, any of them. Food processing facilities. You guys have tons of food, don't you? Okay.
Upscaling complete.
I think this might be the best planet for it then. Let's change these. Let's change some of these.
Genetic data upgraded.
We could do this. We could replace these with food. Let's see if that gets us out of the food hole. And replace this food processing facility. Let's do this. Let's turn Adar into a big, huge food world. The Ringworld, how close are we? So, the first part of it's not too close. Eam. Like Eam's got a little bit of food. We can do that. We can add some food processing facilities to them. We also have energy, mineral pure 15% on what they're generating. Probably isn't much, but hey. Oh, they got mote harvesting traps? Planet limit of 2? Kidding me? Heck yeah. Hab B. What are we short on? Baltimotes and crystals, as always. We always need crystals.
Upscaling complete.
Just kind of keep trying to round this out here. These planet. Let's give them some more clerk jobs. Upgrade the food processing facilities. Upgrade research. This will give us some more job capacity, so I don't have to spend quite so much time moving everybody around. This also, archaeology, that'll provide a whole bunch more jobs, so let's do that.
Research actualized.
Research actualized. Okay, weapon attack speed is the same now. Cost is weapon damage. So we could use some more shield hit points though. Said I wasn't going to upgrade those, but rethinking that. This planet, what does it have? Bubbling swamp and an odd factory. Okay. So the max gas extraction wells have been reached. Shipyard destroyed. The Fellowship. Hey, alright. So we destroyed them. Great. Cool. So are they done? Fellowship. Now what? Got this thing in the center. I'm sorry. So now what? Now what to do with the Fellowship? Well, you guys can go home. Good job getting over there, though. Zella Madoc. Let's see. You guys just have big problems, don't you? Changing this over to research, it looks like. So let's do this. I'm always a big fan of commercial zones because they provide amenities, and you guys need amenities. You also need something else here. This last slot. Let's do this. Precinct houses. Move them to the top. Make them a priority.
Upscaling complete.
You guys need more housing. That's for sure.
Upscaling complete.
This research thing can go away.
Upscaling complete.
You don't have an energy grid on this planet. Goodness gracious. Probable cultist flagship
Upscaling
locations. Oh joy. Okay. Well, where are they?
Upscaling complete.
Where are they at? Fellowship. Where are they at? I don't see them. Probable locations. Whatever. Where are you going? You going up there? What's it? Who's this? You want to crush those guys while you're there? You want to do like a flyby? Matter decompressor. 1 more year until it gets a little bigger. Provides us with even more minerals.
Research actualized.
Alright, admin capacity. Hold on. Edict duration. I don't care about that. Naval capacity and food from jobs. Okay, let's go with naval capacity. It'll take less time.
Upscaling
Elgate
complete.
insights are cheap. So Hab A and Hab B are basically done. They've still got 3 more jobs, but they're out of housing. So what could we do here? 3 more jobs. I'm going to do this. Declare population controls. Declare population controls. This Hab is still producing peoples. Pretty good. We're at 286 Empire Sprawl and our capacity is 230, so we just need to pop up some more of that research. These guys can come actually take some of this and I won't care. Won't care. We're just trying to push our way up the victory conditions. We're in 4th place. These guys have an economic strength of 10,000. And ours is just behind them. Victory is currently not possible due to the war in heaven, which is totally fine. So, we're crushing these guys.
Upscaling complete.
We're winning. Ha 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 ha. Relative war exhaustion.
Upscaling
What do we have
complete.
here? We have those guys coming over there. That's fine. I don't care. Who's gonna win this? Oh, they're gonna take it back. Oh. I might care about them going after my planet there, so why don't we go up there and do something about it? How close away are we on tradition? 26 months. The next one. So that's where we're at on this episode. Yeah, we're getting our food under control. That's alright. Kinda quasi. See, he's gonna take that and knock this down a little bit on the Empire Scroll. Matter decompressor lensing suite. So now it makes 1200. You can punch that up again. 1200 end of the month, and there it is, over 1k. Oh my goodness. Yes. So that means you can go back to Beta Cali, which is this world.
Upscaling complete.
And we could say, oh yeah, by the way, just upgrade these and produce even more alloys. Go for it. Yep. Produce even more. So I'm just going to max this planet out. That's awesome.
Research actualized.
Ecumenopolis. Crushing it. So that's where I'm going to stop it, folks. As always, if you guys dig the episode, give it a thumbs up. If you think the channel's cool, maybe subscribe. And if you have a question or comment, drop it down below. I'll do my best to answer. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.